Alright, welcome back. Last time we started the campaign, Vientiane was an easy initial war, so took all their provinces. Khmer got dogpiled on, including by me. And I took Lana as a vassal state after a war, which is why my power projection is so high. Sadly, my two other options for rivals are my allies, so there's no chance of that happening. Plus, the Chinese Civil War is over after only about 20 years, and Great Zhao is the new mandate. I'm personally just waiting to see how long it will take until Great Zhao will invade Dai Viet for Yunnan, Linan, and Liam Chao. Because the mandate, while it's going to be high from recently reunifying China, assuming that, so devastation and war exhaustion will go down, but it's only going to be barely stable at these high values. Barely. Remove the pause for stability, and then you start to get issues. So, I'm also slowly working on the problem that is the fact that most of my provinces are Banfi and not Theravada, which makes it so that it's fairly difficult to get through stability. I also managed to take advantage of the fact that there are lots of travels which keep the nobility weak in order to go to, well, nobility from seigneury. I'm also hoping to be able to, before this guy dies, get free peasantry passed. That is going to be extremely difficult. I need the burghers to be fairly strong to have a lot of influence, which they might be able to get if I don't bolster the chiefs, but I'm doing that in order to keep the loyalty high, while not increasing their power. I would like to reduce their power after all, so. Yeah, lots of little issues. But I'm slowly getting there. Right, let's take advantage of that. Though I won't actually be conquering, I think I'll try for another vassal. This is not going to be easy, well, particularly easy. Taking care of two vassals at once, but it will be achievable. Gah, okay. Okay. Fairly certain they're very close to capitulating the war, so before anything happens, because most of that is occupied and besieged provinces, let's go. I'd keep it simple. Ah, so you did an unconditional surrender. Okay. Removing Mong Mao's arrival gets me extra prestige. I don't want to remove any of their cores because they might actually end up useful. I'm not sure where they got the cores from. I don't know why Sukhothai has... Oh, wow, they have a lot of cores. Unlike Lana. Lana does not have any cores. Sukhothai, though, has so many cores. Jeez, okay, I could vassal feed them like mad. Now give up your claims in Lana. Yeah, I don't need infighting here. It's not that much infighting. They want me as a tributary state. Thing is, I have no chance of standing against them, so... fine. I don't know what is the chance of becoming... well, how the whole tributary system works completely. Okay, improve relations, there we go. I'll probably end up integrating Lana at some point reasonably soon. After all, Lana culture is of my culture group, and this territory isn't really too bad to deal with. But apparently I'm capable of rivaling them, which will help me get back up. I don't need a spy network in you right now. Okay, I'll gain some power projection while I can. Embargo, we have a truce, okay. Not sure how long that will remain stable though. So I want to get as many points as I can out of the power projection. I'm willing to send 2 military points every year. That's actually rather tiny. Okay, right. My biggest question is, what would be the difference? So hand this over to Sukhothai. This will cost 5 war score, cause 3 aggressive expansion, and get me 1.3 prestige. If instead, okay, it's not Kon Salwan, turn core, it's a conquer. Okay. It will cost 4 war score instead. Okay, so I should focus on returning. It will give me the same benefits for slightly less war score, which would be a bit easier to work with. This amounts to pretty much everything I want. Well, Ayutthaya would be great, but I'm not sure if I can actually manage that. That would have to be something to save for later. Not really need, but it would be a natural side effect. Okay, I can go to legal wilderness. Country is going to be unstable for a little while because of this, but yep, okay. It's as I expected. Can I check to see if there's anything? Well, I don't have any more tech and anything. Okay. Nobles actually like this reform. Huh. The other factions don't really like this because of the instability at the moment. I think I could actually burn some of their loyalty in order to... Okay, so what reform do I want to push through? I don't need more diplomats, so I can ignore that for the time being. That is ridiculous, but... I can't afford more bureaucrats at the moment. Not truly. Yeah, getting rid of their monopolies is probably the best option, so... Revoke the processing monopoly. There. Reduce tributes. I need to continue to empower the metropolitan faction. Not the... I clicked promote the support barber autonomy. Didn't want to actually strengthen the metropolitan faction. I wanted the chiefs faction to be empowered in order to get their loyalty back up so I can continue hacking away at their autonomy to build up my own state. No. Back to full grain provision. And there we go. Oh, and I should also... I kept forgetting to fabricate claims. Specifically on Aya's provinces. Oh no, not this. I'm not going to be able to fight them off very well. I mean, I might be able to fight those. Oh, jeez. 3, 6, 3, 3. Hey. I'm hoping sieging that down will start increasing war exhaustion. That would be nice. That would be very, very nice. At the very least, I can ensure they get a crossing penalty. Wait, they have Shock 7? Where's that +6 from? Oh wait, yeah. Shock 7, right. Crossing penalty is actually not something I should have gone for. Great. At least soon I can retreat back into home territory. Let them distract them, and, well, I guess I did that. Okay, retreat. Now, back to here. Yeah, I think this might be a good point to stop. So, that was fun. Ava decided not to become a tributary or something. I don't know entirely, but, well. End result is that Great Zal declared war on us, and I got most of my country sieged down before Zal was like, okay, I'm fine with you becoming my tributary state again. However, I did realize that Sukhothai has a lot of cores on Ayutthaya, so I grabbed all of their cores, so... It's a bit of a ticking time bomb. Sukhothai has minus 100% on the estates, province affections, and provinces developed by their overlord. So I don't know how high the Liberty Desire will be once that vanishes. There is a relative power of all vassal states. I'm hoping to integrate Lana at some point. I would prefer that they convert this province over and most of the separatism dies down. Doesn't need to be all of it, just most of it. So that I can go ahead and integrate them, annex them without too much issue. This will take time though. Definitely take time. At the very least, the capital is now Theravada, so, and more provinces are converting to Theravada. So all in all, they are becoming less and less problematic. Yeah. Ayutthaya is no longer a friend. Oh, and they've made so many enemies. However, Champa ended up becoming an ally with Majapahit, which is terrifying because Majapahit has lots and lots of feudatories. Honestly, I'd prefer Champa become a close tributary so that it's probably easier to fight Daiviat than Majapahit. I'm being serious. And I hate it. I did pass the major reform of legal wilderness for commerce, right? Which the nobles actually prefer. However, I also did manage to go to no monopoly for processing monopoly. Apparently the nobles actually liked it, so you know what brought them over their loyalty cap. May as well do that. Interestingly enough, it seems like China's mandate just dropped. Oh yeah, their war exhaustion. They also have negatives about. A bit of that is my fault. I was randomly sieging down provinces in their center in the hopes of getting their war exhaustion down. Apparently it worked somewhat. Somewhat. Their meritocracy also seems to be reducing slowly. Yeah. Yeah. However, yeah, the recently made emperor, the newly claimed mandate modifier is now gone. So we might get China collapsing again because that was unable to put itself together well enough. With that much war exhaustion, I don't know how much they have. There is no super easy way to tell. I mean, war exhaustion is plus 2.78. Hey, mine's gone. Okay. Well, I don't know what max war exhaustion looks like, but their mandate is going to drop. Oh, they have that, plus bad stability. As well as that much corruption. As time goes on, they will start to get more and more penalties. Although they don't have any actual that many real combat penalties. Garrison size isn't something that really counts. They will get reduced morale and manpower, but yeah. However, they have claimed all territories that are considered core Chinese as far as that is concerned. They're not going to get that much from tributaries, so if they want to recover, they need to stabilize and get rid of their war exhaustion. At a minimum. Honestly, the other big penalty is corruption, so they probably have a poor ruler. They have 60 corruption! Oh, cool! They must have done a recent reform. There's no other option I can think of. Wow. But yeah. Is there anything else? Well, I'm out of manpower, and I'm currently trying to deal with that. I have been expanding... No, oh, it got occupied and the housing got trashed, didn't it? Maybe construction just stopped. But I have been working on increasing the amount of amenities present in provinces that require more amenities. After all, increasing the amount of urbanites will boost the power of the burghers, which is fairly important for reforming. You need to get them to 20, and then probably, well, I can look at the exact requirements for each of them. Urban governments are going to need to do eventually, but that's actually not that hard. I just need a metropolitan advisor at some point, and that will boost their power. For commerce, I need to get to 8, so I need to have their power at 30, and I need, or 40 state reach. Probably about 30 average power. 40 state reach, Jesus. Not happening. Yeah. Free commerces I'm not doing. Because I don't get any commerce tax. Yeah, I need to get burger power to 30 average. Sanction merchants requires 20. Right of commerce requires 25. Commerce law requires 30. And also... all these require metropolitan influence. Right? The current quantity is good enough for the next reform or two, but... yeah. Fun stuff. I've also been teching up in order to try to keep up, but... that war devastated the realm. Thankfully, Sukhothai is probably going to be helpful. I could annex the vassal right now. And it would not be a terrible idea. It's a lot of territory to add, but... and it's going to be pricey, but... it's something I'm going to need to think on. At the very least, I'm not sure what power is here. Yeah, okay, that's weak burghers. And strong nobles. Yeah. Legitimacy is fine. Rulers... have kinda terrible personality. Okay, the heir is awful. Trunk. Ugh. However, he's reasonably competent with his skills, so it actually shouldn't be that hard to get free peasantry, assuming I don't weaken the tribals too much. Assuming. I mean, I'm going to be weakening the tribals in the meantime. Why wouldn't I? Although, you know, stick it to the nobles, which is always a valid cause. But strong tribes are just generally bad for the development of the country as a modern centralized state. I need the assistance of the burghers for that. In order to get commerce law, and then after that I can just simply ignore them. And focus on expanding the bureaucracy and reforming it. It is odd to have such bad bureaucracy laws when I'm right next to China, though. You would expect to have good bureaucracy over here, but I guess it's just China. No, they have espionage ideas. Bureaucracy, quality, espionage. Fascinating. Yeah, there's a lot of celestial reforms that aren't in the base game, so it might be interesting to play an Empire of China game at some point and try to pass all the reforms without causing the country to collapse in a ball of flame. But I've gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then.